Joe Biden and Donald Trump are so polarized, they think each is an existential threat to the U.S.
Not since President Lincoln and the Civil War have freedom and democracy been under assault at home as they are today.
We have a president who's a great danger to democracy.
He's willing to sacrifice our democracy.
Joe Biden is a threat to democracy.
And studies that have tracked polarization for decades suggest American voters, specifically Democrats and Republicans, have never been more divided. Libertarians, who tend to fall ideologically between Democrats and Republicans, are trying to bridge the gap by supporting a third presidential candidate.
I think definitely politically, we're becoming more and more divided.
There may be polarization when you compare New York City to upstate New York, but as far as the actual communities, I see a lot of cohesiveness.
We are polarized and fairly evenly split.
And yet they refuse to back Robert F. Kennedy, an independent third candidate with the best, albeit increasingly slim, chance of challenging Biden and Trump. Some political experts say one solution could be ranked choice voting, which allows voters to place candidates in order of preference. This system has been used for years in countries like Australia and New Zealand, and more recently across the US for some city and statewide elections, including New York City, Alaska, and Maine. Advocates say voters choosing their most to least preferred candidate eliminates extremists because it forces the winner to court as wide a base as possible. And amid arguably the most polarized US election of recent times, there are moments of bipartisanship.
This shouldn't be about conservative or liberal, red or blue.
Enshrining same-sex marriage in law, keeping aid to Ukraine flowing, and preventing the US economy from crashing over its debts were all achieved with Democrats and Republicans working together. And as Americans are urged to come together to celebrate US independence on July the 4th, a bipartisan group of senators are introducing legislation to designate the bald eagle America's national bird. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.